Somebody feels like it's getting harder to stay hidden. Somebody is picking up on something too much. It's like somebody senses somebody nearby. Somebody is hiding and they see somebody looking around like, I know somebody's fucking here, bitch. Like, I know somebody's watching me. Okay. Somebody's like, damn, how are they picking up on something so well? Or how did they know that? I feel like as soon as somebody appeared somewhere over here, somebody was like, real quick, like, what the fuck was that? I sense a disturbance in the energy. I don't know. Somebody was like, nah, I definitely felt you come in. So somebody is finding it harder to hide or suppress something. I feel like the reason why somebody is picking up on something this time is because there was a pattern or a cycle that was not repeated. Maybe this person has come in before and nobody noticed. Whoever this person was didn't notice. But yeah, I'm getting that somebody is like, all of a sudden, like, how are they realizing? How are they seeing something? How do they know that? I don't know why. I'm getting something like something all over again. Something feels like something that they've had before or something that they've run into before. But it was not good. Something left a bad taste in their mouth. Yeah, this somebody, whoever is hiding or whatever this is, it's like something was sour, something was bitter. They feel like to expose themselves or to come forward is to give in to temptation or to bite the dust. What? Like, they feel like somebody is toxic, or they feel like they should not be going towards somebody. So why are you just sitting there watching them if you feel like you should not be around them? I feel like whoever this is needs to let something go. Okay, whoever this is, whoever this other person is not who your ex is. That's what I'm getting. It's not fair to assume the energy of somebody because they look like somebody or they do something that this other person also does. Because what I'm getting is something is triggering something in this person's mind to think that these people are the same. But it's just like they look alike, or I don't know. Basically, like, it's this person's type. And this person's type always play the fuck out of them or always be toxic or something like this. But I feel like somebody wants to be friends. Whoever this is that's in hiding wants to be friends with somebody. Deja. I feel like somebody is shy and they want to be friends with somebody, but it's like they don't know how to go about something, and they also don't know how to unfeel or unsee these things about how this person could be the same as someone from their past. Somebody is a girl that acts like a boy, or a boy that acts like a girl. It's like whoever's in hiding was too distracted to see something. They were too distracted by something to see someone's honesty or someone's intentions in something. So this could be someone that whenever y'all was in connection before, you tried to talk to them about certain things or clear up certain things or dive deeper is what I'm getting, but they could only go so far because they thought somebody's intentions weren't pure. And now they feel like somebody is telling the truth about something, or they feel like enough time has passed to where if somebody was lying, then they would have seen something or known something by now. So they done left, or basically whoever left. But they coming back around wanting another chance or wanting to at least be friends. That's what I'm getting. Can we just be friends? Whoever this is puts a lot of blame on their family for the things that have happened or the position in life that they're in right now. They like to blame their family for like not helping them out or something like this. I feel like they also like to blame a partner for not being there for them. But this could have been a partner that you warned them against, or that you had talked to them, like how you had tried to show them a different perspective on something and they didn't want to see it or hear about it or something like this. A big thing for somebody was that somebody was pregnant or had a kid, but this is like a same-sex relationship or something like this. So the fact that somebody was willing to be there for somebody's kid was a big deal or something like this. And then this person straight up didn't have their back after they was playing this role for their child or something like this. Yeah, somebody's like, I took care of that baby, or da-da-da-da, and you just gonna turn your back on me, or you just gonna sit here and lie, you just gonna do this, you just gonna be this way, or something like this. And I feel like they were warned against this, or it was talked about at one point in time. They just didn't want to acknowledge it or believe it. I feel like the way they came about something, it was like, this person was like, they was just thinking on something. They was like, hold up, so-and-so might have been right about whatever this is. There's a possibility that, I don't know, they're like, let me put something to the side real quick. Let me put my physical attraction or whatever this is that I'm getting from this person physically. Let me put that aside and see what else there is available. Like, nothing. I feel like something was just a physical relationship, basically. When somebody tried to cut that off, there was nothing left. Or it's like when this person tried to be like, okay, well, we're going to abstain from sex or something like this. And we're not going to do nothing. This person was like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you say that? Like, you gonna make me go get it from somewhere else or something like this. And it's really opened up this person's eyes to like, if you wasn't fucking with me for real, then you wouldn't want to be with me. That's what I'm getting. That's how this person found out that this person really didn't have their back for something. And also could be like, they tried to pursue a spiritual journey and then realized that this person was just trying to hold them back or implementing things. Like let's say if there's partners and they're living together and one is trying to get fit or they're on a special type of diet and they're only bringing in certain types of things into the house or leaving, I don't know, they're just keeping a certain type of thing in the house, and then their partner goes and like literally stocks everything, like overfills everything with everything that they can't have. And they'd be like, oh, I just got this for me. But you don't even usually get that much normally. Even before I went on a diet, you didn't even buy that much normally, bro. You just went and bought 4 times the normal amount of snacks because I just went on this diet. That's what somebody does. That's what I'm getting. That's just an example, though. They're not supportive, okay? They do everything they can to try to steer someone, like, in the opposite direction that they're trying to strive in. They'd be like, you don't even eat this shit. You don't even do all that for real. What would you do that for? Why would you do that? And then I feel like they flip it around after they can only say so much. They just be like, I was just trying to test you or tempt you. Like, if it's right in front of you, are you going to do it? Or something like this. Like, what? They also like forcing this person into uncomfortable situations and then be like, I'm just trying to help you face your fears. But be putting them like on the spot or like embarrassing them in front of people, but call it trying to face their fears or something like this. Yeah, somebody was like, damn, you're not even on my side for real. Meanwhile, whoever this other person is that's being watched does not care about something. I feel like what really puts something into perspective for whoever this person is the fact that somebody said what they had to say, somebody passed on some type of clarity, some type of confirmation, some type of information, and it was rejected or ignored by this person, and they was like, okay, like, what do I gotta force you to do something for? What do I gotta force you to see something for? I don't. Like, it is not going to affect me in one bit. But they thought that them rejecting this information or not accepting somebody's guidance or clarity on something would make them mad or make them try harder to get them to see or believe something. But somebody's like, I'm not trying to convince you. I already told you what I had to say. Like, yeah, I feel like they quickly realize, like, somebody's not going to entertain something or they're not going to drag something out, especially if it's already not been reciprocated once. I feel like somebody's at or somebody's handle could be, like, truth something. Like, somebody's name on something is truth. I feel like they wanted somebody to feel some type of way about them saying that what they were saying wasn't true. It was false. So it's like somebody is giving them some type of confirmation, clarity on something, and they're like, not to bust your bubble or anything, but you're wrong. They're like, I don't know how you could say this or that or blah, 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 blah. And somebody was like, okay, then I'll be about my way. No worries. But no worries. You're not on the level of acceptance. You're not on the level of realization. You're not on the level of wanting clarity. If that's the case, that's what I'm getting. That's how somebody saw it. So they just went about their way. They didn't try to force something. They didn't try to, like, convince somebody is what I'm getting. Somebody doesn't have to prove their spiritual gifts or their spiritual connection or something like this to somebody. That's what I'm getting, but that's what this person was looking for. They were looking for somebody to prove themselves or show something or pull out something else like, oh, well, I don't believe that, so what else do you got? But somebody was really like, well, I'm not going to repeat myself, and I'm damn sure they ain't got shit to prove to you, so if you don't want it, don't take it. That's what happened, and then lo and behold, some shit went crashing down, and now this person's like, damn. I also feel like that's what's kind of keeping them at a distance. They're like, this person's good. They real good. They real good, or something like that. Yeah, they don't know what else somebody has up their sleeve for real. Like, maybe they saw a dull moment or they were seeing something that was just like, oh yeah, they was definitely wrong, or things appeared to be not what this person had said it was. Not what they had confirmed it to be, not what they had clarified it to be. Could be through readings, could just be through like therapeutic talking or conversation between friends or something like this, okay? But however the message or information was given, it was rejected. That's what I'm getting. It didn't seem like it was happening at the time, so they just didn't believe it. But now that things have come into perspective, now it's like, damn, what else they got? What else are they finna, like, say? What else is finna happen? Like, that's what I'm getting. it's almost hard to resist because they want to know something in advance, and now they know for sure that somebody's not bullshitting them. Now they know for sure that if they really wanted to ask a question and get the answer, they could go to this person and get the true answer, like get the truth out of something. They could really see something, whether they want to believe it or not. Because this person, when they first talked to this person or was guided by this person or contacted this person, paid them for a reading, whatever, they did not believe what the reader said. It made them lose trust or something in this person, so they just kind of was like, whatever. But then it all came into perspective. It all started falling into place or something. Now they're like, I didn't want to hear it. They didn't try to force me to hear it, but they did tell me what the truth was. Like, that's what I'm getting. Like, regardless of what you want to hear or where you're at in life or something like this, you're going to hear what it is from this person. That's what I'm getting. That's just how somebody sees them. It almost gives them, like, this intimidation factor. That's what I'm getting. They feel intimidated because somebody can actually bring something out of the dark for them to see or something like this. Yeah, they're like, they know everything. I don't know why. They just feel like somebody got a library that's pretty much infinite in their closet, and they just walk in that bitch, whatever question needs to be answered, they just go grab whichever book it is and bring it back to them and show them. Like, that's what I'm getting. They're also, it's not only like intimidation from this person, it's intimidation from the truth. Like, now that they know that somebody is genuine or somebody is real or somebody is on point, you know what I'm saying? Like, to the T, like, you feel me. Yeah, you feel me, okay? It's almost like they're scared of the truth. Are they ready to accept or receive the truth now that they know it's definitely going to be the truth? Now that they're not skeptical of somebody or something? Like, are they ready to see or hear that? That's what I'm getting. That's what they're questioning now. So they're intimidated by what the truth actually may be, not just this person themselves. Because I feel like maybe they have seen other people or contacted other people and it was the same thing. They was like skeptical, so they really didn't take it too seriously. They didn't take it too heavily. You know what I'm saying? They took things with a grain of salt. And like sometimes it ended up being phony. It ended up being fake. It ended up being, I'm going to tell you what you want to hear so that you give me your money type readers. That's what I'm getting. And so they was just like, oh, they all the same, they all the same, they all the same. And then boom, one wasn't. Because a lot of what I'm getting, a lot of what happened to this person was they contacted people who told them what they wanted to hear in the moment. They read on their current energy, saw what they were wanting to hear most or desiring to hear or get most out of the reading, and that's exactly what these people gave them. I feel like whereas this other person, on the other hand, took something a few steps back to give this person the option to choose their pathway. Like whatever somebody else said that was correct or whatever, it was like it wasn't just singular path. They didn't just say, oh, this is what it is or this is what it's going to be. It's almost like you get to choose. Like, if you choose this, this is what it's going to be. But if you choose that, that's what it's going to be or something like this. Whereas everybody else was just like, this is the one or this is what you got to do. Da, 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 da. Okay? They like that somebody did not force this on them. They like that somebody did not force a belief on them. They like that somebody did not force further clarity or further something on them before they were ready, because obviously they were not in a place of accepting or being open-minded enough to view different possibilities and perspectives. Okay, I feel like it really comes down to they appreciate the way that somebody did not try to force them to believe their word. Like, you don't believe me? That's okay. You'll see one day, but I'm not going to force you to see it today. Like, that's what I'm getting. I feel like they've never seen this before. Everybody else, it doesn't matter what religion, what beliefs, what faith, it doesn't matter whatever it is that other people came from. They were all just trying to grab somebody and pull them in. They were all trying to convince someone to come this way. Hey, this way, this way, this way. Don't go over here. Come this way, come this way. Join us over here. You know what I'm saying? All trying to convince somebody. All trying to grab somebody. All trying to buy somebody or something like this. But like I keep saying, this other person or maybe even this other community, this other church, this other something that somebody looked into or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? This one did not do all that. So, and they actually gave the clearest, most correct energy readings or whatever this was that they received from this person. And this one feels like the one that they believed in the least. Because it wasn't something that was currently, like, they were registering or realizing or something like this. It's almost like this is the one that they believed in the least. I feel like they got this person stumped about how, like, they're stumped on how did somebody know? How did they call something out with perfection? That's what I'm getting. But I feel like, again, it's not that somebody knew something. It's just that they have access to, again, pull something out when it's asked for. They have access, they have permission to do something when somebody allows them to do it for them. Like, and I feel like there's some type of rule that somebody lives by, that they cannot approach something. They cannot ask somebody if they can do something. They cannot say, can I do this for you? They cannot offer something to somebody. People have to come find it or seek it out, like ask for it. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's like a boundary. It's a boundary that's not, I don't know, it helps maintain an authentic version of something. That's what I'm getting. Because if somebody has no interest or is not open-minded or in the right mind to perceive something or receive something, then it's for nothing. It's good for nothing. So this person never seeks out people, or they never bring something up. People have to inquire about this. That's what I'm getting. And once it's inquired about, they can tell you whatever you want to know or something. Even if they themselves say or give a disclaimer like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that for you, or I don't know, I don't want to give you a false standard that I can't live up to or something like this. Like, I'm not saying that I can't do it, but I don't want to say that I can do it because, you know what I'm saying? What if you ask me it, right? And then I go back to see what I can get for you and I can't get it for you. So I just falsely, you know what I'm saying? That's what somebody feels like. But I feel like regardless of this disclaimer or whatever they say that is like, oh, maybe I can't do it, maybe I can, they can. I feel like the reason why somebody doesn't know if they know something is because it's not their knowledge to hold on to, like, in their brain, basically. It's not all of their knowledge to always carry around. Like I said, they can only get it, they can only go get it if the person asks for it. They can only bring it out if somebody inquires about it. Otherwise, they have no idea it even exists. That's what I'm getting. Somebody goes into, like, fortune telling. Somebody goes into, like, Akashic record readings or something. Okay, somebody goes into like Akashic readings or something like this, but it's almost like they legit don't know something. It's just only if you ask them about it, they can get it for you, but they just don't know it or something like this. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. Maybe that part's just not for you. I feel like that was very, very clear. Like, if you know, you definitely know. I feel like it's go time. That's what I'm getting. It's time to put everything that you've acquired, put that to use. Everything that you've learned, even through lessons that weren't your own, like, put that into perspective, put that into use, put that into gear. I feel like if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. Like, just literally look at it. If you don't use it, if you don't take the things that you acquired and put it to use, you're gonna lose it. That's what I'm getting. All the lessons that you've learned, the skills that you've acquired, the clarity that you've received, it's time to look at that. It's time to put it all together. It's time to start putting it all together. I feel like somebody's like, I'm missing the last two pieces. That's what I'm getting. I'm missing the last two pieces. I can't begin to put something together until I have the last two pieces. Actually, you can, because you have the first 8 pieces. The last 2 will come as soon as you're done putting that 8th piece on. Okay? Like, it's going to be there. Something's not going to be ready on time, or somebody's not going to have something completely, this is like a puzzle or something like this. Somebody's not going to have a clear picture at all of what something actually is unless they start to put the pieces together right now, even if it seems incomplete at the moment. And honestly, the last 2 pieces is coming from your intuition. The last 2 pieces you're not going to receive, it's going to be your own lessons, it's going to be your own downloads, it's going to be your own confirmations, okay? It's going to be your own spiritual guides communicating directly to you or with you. Like, you're waiting for something that's waiting for you. That's what I'm getting. You waiting for them to send you the last 2 pieces of the puzzle. They're waiting for you to get started. Yeah, you're a star for real. I don't know, but you really got something like that. You really just got to put the pieces together. Right, that shit is going to be handed to you. It's just going to be straight up handed to you. But you got to start putting something to use. You can't just stand there with everything that you've got and not do nothing with it. But that's what you got to do to receive something, though. Like, you ain't got to. But then, like I said, everything that you've acquired or all the pieces that you've gathered to the mystery, to the puzzle, whatever this is, up to this point, is just going to be good for nothing. You could buy a puzzle, have that bitch laying out forever and a fucking day, and until you put that bitch together, you're not going to see the full picture. It's just going to be puzzle pieces laying the fuck around. Yeah, you got all of them, but when you going to put it together? Because the start of the puzzle is the hardest. That's the hardest part. Trying to match something to nothing. Yeah, go ahead and get started on that. It's going to take you a minute, okay? Like, I feel like once you get halfway done with the puzzle, that's when it starts getting quick. You know what I'm saying? You can see the picture. You can see where things go already. You know, like, somebody definitely does puzzles for sure, because I feel like prove something wrong. Prove somebody wrong. Prove the stereotypes wrong. I feel like prove yourself wrong. feel like while this person busy watching whoever this other person is that told them all these things that long ago and then ended up being right or something, it's like 3 people. This person has somebody watching them. The person who betrayed them, or the person, their partner or something, the one that they realized didn't actually have their back or didn't really want them for nothing, I feel like that person is watching both of these people. And I feel like they're trying to seduce this person into getting back with them. They could even be watching this person trying to... This ex-partner over here could be watching the third party. I'm going to call them the third party because they're not the partner. So... And I feel like they're trying to kind of be like this person over here because they see how this partner, this ex-partner, is looking at them. Like, they're looking at them, like, with disbelief. They're looking at them in awe. They're looking at them with respect. They're looking at them like a safe space. They're looking at them like a truth teller, an earth angel, or something like this, okay? Very high ranked is what I'm getting. And this person, girl, I just spit all over the place. Okay, and this ex-partner is, like, trying to imitate this because they see how somebody is looking at them. But I feel like the partner, the ex-partner in the middle, they're just like, bro, how do you think I found out about you? Like, how do you think I eventually put all the pieces together? Because this person is the one who said something or showed me something that eventually led to me putting the pieces together about you. So what makes you think that I wouldn't realize what you're trying to do now? That's what I'm getting from somebody. I feel like they're like, no, I don't have anything to spare for you anymore. I only have enough for myself now, okay? That's what I feel like somebody's telling this ex-partner that didn't want them for nothing. Oh my god. I feel like it's, yeah. Like when this person stopped sleeping with them, like I said earlier, or stopped giving them money. That's what I'm getting. Somebody was like, look, we're not going to be doing all this. I'm not going to be taking you out like this all the time. And I'm not going to be buying you all this and doing all this shopping and shit like this. Like, we are living above our means. We're not doing that no more. And this person was like, what you mean we're not doing that no more? What? Yeah. So now they're trying to pretend to be more holy or more genuine, okay? They're just trying to imitate whoever that person is that gave this person clarity and all that shit. I'm just going to leave it at that, bro.